Why is there almost my server?
This is such a big server, by the way.
You know what we should do? In order to keep the viewers' attention span, we should also have like Uma Musume gameplay to the side of the stream.
Yeah, I'll pull up a video. I want to like add Family Guy there or something to the side.
You know what? You know what? I have an idea, Then I want you to get. I want the two of you, both in Fernand's, and I'll join myself too. Install an Android emulator and install Subway Surfers. Okay? We will record ourselves playing for like 40 minutes or so, and then we'll like put that to where like the Kamoshida cut was.
Bro, just Google Subway Surfers on Google YouTube.
No, it's authentic this way.
Who cares?
Whatever. The point is, we'll put like Subway Surfers to where like the Kamoshida cut was. Okay?
Yeah. That surfers. There you go. Subway Surfers, 5 hours. Subway Surfers full gameplay, full HD.
Or does bro like finish the game or something? What do you mean full gameplay?
I don't know. There you go. I sent you Subway Surfers. Put it there.
Subway Surfers true ending route.
10-hour loop of somebody playing Subway Surfers.
Oh my goodness. Can I like put YouTube videos on my OBS or something? I don't think that's possible.
Yeah. Remember how we put Kamoshida cut?
Oh yeah, we can do that, right?
Yeah, I can just do the same thing.
Hold on, give me a moment. Political compass, you're gonna have to disappear. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the Subway Surfers are a lot more funny.
Yeah. I think we should like just change the memes around between next streams anyway. That's like the whole funny shtick. That's like the meme corner, you know. Okay. The compass is gone. The political compass. Alright. Okay, Subway Surfers on the bottom. Guys, check the stream.
Okay, let me see. Hold on. What's my name?
It's loading, hold on.
Dun, 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 dun. There is Subway Surfers there, yeah.
Let's go!
Make it full screen. Make it full screen.
How do I make it full
Hey, like,
screen?
make the I don't know.
Hold on, one moment. The sound is too much. Let me see how I can disable it anyway. I don't think you know what? Let's just leave it not full screen. I don't care. I can like crop it out. It's fine.
Yeah, crop it out and then make it bigger.
The real concern right now is how do I like make this sound lower? I'm not.
What is it called? Is it called the vet directory in OBS or something?
I don't know. This is gonna be so silly. Filters. Oh yeah, audio filters. Okay, I think I found it. Limiter. And then, threshold. Release. What if I did that? That did not work. Okay. Gain. 0. That also does not work. Okay. Noise
Can you
gate.
tell me? Can you just tell me what the name of the thing is? Like the plugin or what is it called in
It's
OBS?
just a browser. I just added a browser.
How to? Change audio monitoring.
How do I do that? Let me see here. Audio mixer. Oh yeah, I think I found it.
Yeah.
Can I like reduce it this way? %. That did not help. What do you mean?
Okay. Okay. So right click on the thing and open up the site. Can you just stream OBS to me for a second?
Okay. Let me stop streaming the game and stream my OBS instead. Excuse me, the Twitch stream. We're trying to do something here.
Okay. That's not. What is this? Why am I not able to see anything?
Okay.
Can
let
you?
Maybe
stream your
stream the whole
screen
screen.
and,
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Okay.
and you just tell me. Okay. Right click on screen browser. Right, properties. Control audio via.
Oh. Nice. Okay, that is so much better.
Does
Holy
it work
shit.
now?
It works. Okay, thank you, Zen. You have saved me here. Okay, will the thing load now, though? That's a real question. Okay, it is loading. Browser. No.
You
that
gotta
was
hold shift or something.
Alt, Control.
Yeah, Alt.
This guy's gonna like look like really stretched, but I think that's funny. So it's like
Yeah,
fine.
it's quite. It would be quite funny that way. Oh my god, what is going on?
Well, I don't know what is going on. When the gate is bald or something.
I don't know. Okay,
Perfect.
this is good.
Yeah.
There's
this
still a
is
little bit of
perfect.
edges. There's still a little bit of edges at like the top and left.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can fix those. Okay, that's gone. Now
Yeah,
the
now
top.
it's top one remaining. Top and bottom, I think.
Oh, the bottom also has one. Yeah, you're right. Oh, I think we did it.
Okay, now we just make it bigger.
Yeah.
No. Hold on. Hold Alt. Oh no, hold Control or something while dragging.
No. Alt.
Shift?
Maybe. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. And now
perfect.
just make it like a square.
No. This is. It is so over. Anyway, we're doing it. Reddit. We'll make it slightly wider and then slightly smaller. This is perfect. We did
Amazing.
it.
Amazing.
How long did they spend on this? It's been 7 minutes. It has been
Amazing.
7 minutes,
Honestly.
everyone. It is so over.
The guy just died. The guy in the video just died.
He is so bad.
Yeah, this is probably the best idea.
It really is.
10 hours. Freaking Subway
You know
Surfers.
people will be watching the fuck out of this now.
Exactly. Now we won.
Do I have like
The
do I
little
put like
kids-
ADHD simulator at the bottom or something? Like
Sure.
with like
Yeah,
text.
sure. In Comic Sans, yeah.
ADHD moment, sure. And we also have the Sekimeiya.
Boring. You can just put boring game or something.
yeah, boring game is perfect. That is perfect. We'll select font.
Comic Sans.
Comic Sans indeed. This is the best live stream ever made.
Kate did this.
God save would actually do this. Okay, Comic Sans MS normal. And then text GDI is gonna be boring. Sekim. Do I say boring on Sekimeiya or boring on game? I think I'm
I don't
gonna
know.
say boring on game. Let's go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna put it at the top actually. Hold on. What do
We
I
have enough space. You can put the text at the top and make the game go down, I think.
I think so, like, yeah. This is perfection. This is the best thing we've ever done, by the way.
Yep. Boring game.
Oh, mama.
This Sekimeiya is doing.
look at the stream. Look at the stream.
I'm seeing. Yeah, sorry. I was getting some water.
Nice. Now, whenever you feel the need for your urges to be stimulated, your brain to be doing stuff,
Exactly.
okay, watch Subway Surfers.
You see, this will actually help because this game is so fucking boring.
No, it's getting good.
It's actually
Finally,
getting good, yeah.
finally, it's getting. We should have done this at like day one, like section one.
Okay, but Seven, you never explained the streaming policy.
True.
Yeah.
I agree. Anyway, welcome to the stream, everyone.
Yeah, Gabe.
Are you gonna explain the streaming policy?
What is a stream? But let's make sure we don't break
we
any
already
laws.
read it the first time. It's fine.
Yeah, but read it
No,
again.
yeah, we,
As a development team, we have no problem with full playthroughs of the game, whether recorded or streamed. However, please be aware that the soundtrack contains numerous licensed tracks that may trigger automatic copyright detection in various video platforms. This may result in issues with video monetization or audio muting in VODs, but should not negatively impact your channel as a whole.
Okay. Private spelling.
Yeah.
I play
This
this
is-
game. You agree to the collection of following for each for the uses stated below. What we collect: game progress and playtime, selected preference and choices, game version, game platform, and country level location.
Bro, it's on
IP
Windows. What do you mean?
IP address, more accurate geological are not more accurate geolocation are not collected.
Oh god.
How it's used: your data will not be shared or sold to third parties. Lies. Aggregated, anonymous data can be seen and visualized by anyone that completes the game in the post-game stats screen. Data used to inform improvements to the user experience in future updates.
Okay.
Mm,
So
Seven, can
they're
you-
mining
Bro.
crypto on my computer.
Seven, yeah, Seven,
Bro,
can you
just-
get... Yeah?
Bro, just tell me that you just want my IP address. Come on.
True,
Bro.
true.
I mean,
Anyway,
can you give me the Discord link? They have a Discord.
oh, let me see.
Seven,
this
please
is the
give me
wrong
your
one.
IP address.
Let me see. Discord. I click
Yeah,
on
give
it.
me the link to it.
Oh god, I accidentally. Okay, we're good. I sent it on DMs.
Loop playing Subway Surfers. Thank you.
Seven, please
Do
tell
we
me your
join,
IP address.
Zen? I
Nah,
haven't
not
joined
yet.
it myself.
Not yet.
Okay.
Maybe after we finish. 'cause
Guys,
get
can we
split.
translate this game to Turkish?
Sure, yeah. That'd be awful. I would not want to translate
Bro,
Japanese. Okay.
Sekimeiya
What?
Romanian.
Oh, guys,
Yeah,
guys,
Romanian.
I think the game knows. Look at this. It says purchase review. I think they know.
No what? No what? What do you mean?
No, what are you talking about?
What is bro on about,
What
yeah?
is bro on about? There is no implication behind that line, guys. Don't think too hard about it. Thank you. It's against Twitch policy. Haram.
Yeah. Haram.
Haram.
Haram, bro.
Mashallah.
Literally.
Mashallah.
Let's start the game.
Mashallah.
It's been 12 fucking minutes.
Let's stream the game instead now, please.
Okay, that is correct. I forgot about that.
Wow.
I need to show you guys the game.
Let us
Alright.
connect.
Can you guys see the game?
Yes.
Okay. Inferno, can you see the game?
Yes.
I don't think you can. Try again.
Oh my god. I can't see.
Okay. When your homie
Wait.
says something so psychophobic, you hit him with the fucking Natsuki stare. Look at him. Shiroya looks even
Bro.
more curious, like fucking shocked.
What's up with their noses? Look at Sai in the back.
Bro got the Minecraft villager
Why?
nose.
Literally.
Why is the art so different?
I don't know.
One
Dude.
thing I can say is that it's fucking Igor persona, Sai.
True. Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Trickster, welcome to my
Trickster.
velvet room.
Trickster, yeah, Trickster Zatsuki. They look alike.
They do look alike, actually. We're in the game now, everyone.
I have a question. There's a lot of. Oh wait, I think we may have spoiled ourselves by doing literally nothing.
Why?
What?
You guys know how, at least Seven and I, when we were trying to make like this Discord audio integration thing or whatever for like the stream where
Mhm.
our characters pop up, right?
Mm-hmm.
We get Atsuki's sprite, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's like a bunch of sprites. We have not seen Atsuki's sprite show up a single time because we're playing from his perspective. Does that mean in the future the perspective will change?
I mean, it could. Maybe in the short segments we might see it because, a bunch of visual novels like occasionally change the perspective of a character.
Or we see old Atsuki from the past now, see?
Oh, we actually, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Like, if we use the Sekimeiya, go back to the past and find ourselves, that could be what the sprites are for.
Atsuki, you don't understand. I'm coming from 5 seconds from the future. Reason why Harambe died is...
And then immediately teleports back.
Yeah.
Atsuki, reverse flash is coming. Don't touch Shiroya's leg. Anyway,
That's gonna be so dumb. What is happening? I honestly don't remember. There
Okay.
was something like
We'll
we're in the
remember.
elevator arc,
Okay,
right?
the
Yeah, we're in the elevator arc.
Yeah, we're in the elevator arc. Something, elevator moved. Sai's now paranoid. Blah,
I hate
blah,
Sai.
blah. Worst game ever made.
Okay, read the dialogue.
I read it last time.
No, you did not.
Okay, so we can go. No,
Yes, I
he read
did.
it.
No, you did
Yeah, I
not.
believe him.
I
I
don't
believe him. It's democracy.
Fucking.
It's
Okay.
democracy.
And right now, I just determined that it was on the 5th. That couldn't have happened. If anyone above me used it, I wouldn't have heard them calling it. The strange thing is that I heard it 3 times, and I'm sure of that. This is the big inconsistency I was talking about. Even if someone above me used it, it would not have ended up on the 5th floor since I heard it 3 times.
Okay, wait. Stop for a second. 7.
Mhm.
Can you open the menu?
Okay. Check the notes.
No, I want to see something. How do we see like the background? Like just remove the text.
Oh yeah.
Tab.
Okay, look at the. Why is Kate's nose so much more detailed than everyone else?
It's to show that he's old.
Yeah,
Like-
he's old.
See,
It's
like,
like,
we
the
were-
less
like, we
makeup
were
you
t-
have, the older you are.
Like we were talking about noses, and we were talking about noses a few seconds ago. Just me. Why the hell is Kate's nose so big?
he
The
has
reason-
like
The reason why
he-
they didn't draw their noses detailed is because if they did, they would be fucking horrifying like monsters. That's why.
you wanna know? You wanna know what? It looks like he has like Gilgamesh's nose, like from the Smurfs.
Gilgamesh from Smurfs?
The bad guy, remember? The guy that hunted Smurfs. Isn't he called Gilgamesh?
I don't know. I think you might be right actually. Inferno.
Well,
He looks like his. That's his nose.
Hold
What
on,
is the bad guy
let me
from
check.
Smurfs? What is his name?
The guy that hunts the Smurfs.
The guy in the black robe and like the
Yeah,
big
he
ass
has.
nose.
He lives in a tower, I think.
I don't know.
Remember how
Gargamel.
Gargamel? Right?
Gargamel. Oh, okay.
You guys wanna know
that's the
something?
exact same thing in Turkish too. That's interesting.
You guys want to know something funny? You know, in the like the opening of the Smurfs, it says that only people like pure, kind-hearted souls can see the Smurfs, but Gargamel can see them because he's hunting them down. Let that sink in.
Let that sink in. So, from what we understand here,
We're
wanting to kill the Smurfs is
we're
good.
we're solving the Smurfs lore instead of the Sekimeiya lore.
Where did we even come to the Smurfs? Like, talking about noses, that's where we came from. Oh, jeez. Bro thinks he's like a fucking writing Russian literature or some shit with the amount of times we get off track, like, each session.
I hate Kate so much. it's
Russian literature fans, when the main character talks about what sort of toothbrush they use for the 57th time, it's an amazing story.
Okay, go.
Did I read this?
No.
No.
Okay. It was there initially, right? The first trip was the elevator going down. Then it went up, and down again. There is no other combination that works. Yet, the elevator ended up above me.
We're a bit speechless, unaware of how to take all of that.
Erina, Ayla, and Hakuro, are you sure you didn't hear the elevator even once? I didn't.
Me neither, but the first time was almost unnoticeable. So it's easy to think we missed it. We were very far from it.
I'm sure I didn't hear it either.
You know what? I like think Akuro's voice would like sound like? Zen, do you remember Reiner's voice from Attack on Titan?
Yes.
I feel like Akuro would sound like him.
Maybe. Dude, what's the deal with this guy? This guy has not said any, like, what's his personality other than,
He
like,
has none.
insulting people? No, because I'm genuinely curious. Sai is, like, the mysterious but smart guy. Kate is, like,
Protagonist. John
I
Souls
guess,
guy.
yeah. You know what I mean?
John
Shiroya-
Souls.
Shuya and Atsuki have like this cool pairing relationship sort of personality. Erina is a mom. Isla's the child. What is
Tate
he?
fucking annoying.
What is he? Like, tell me, what is he?
Oh, okay.
What is he?
He is
What is his purpose? What does he do?
He's a
Why does he
racist
exist? I
online.
want to kill
He's
him.
an online racist.
I mean, Akira, you used to be an asshole like the beginning, but now I
Yeah, like he's now that he's realized his situation, he's kind of
I
calmed
feel
down.
like
He's
they're gonna
whatever.
use him a lot later on. They're keeping him quiet. I don't know.
I think that's what I'm thinking because he's on the main screen too. You know.
Yeah, he just like makes like smart, like really small, like messages of like agreement. He's like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, that's correct. Oh, Cosmos, am I?
True. He's literally super.
You know, we should have given you Akarosa, and it would have been like a perfect match made in heaven.
You know, when they were designing Aqua, they actually took inspiration from me. By the way.
He's literally me. Big, tall man who's very racist
Yep.
and likes to swear a lot. That's me. The Ryan Gosling of this game. Did you read it, Inferno?
yes.
But how strange is that? I heard the elevator 3 times, so it must have been floors 4 and 2 also 3 times.
Be honest, are you just making this up? I'm sure I would have heard at least once if it went through the floor I was guarding that many times.
Akro, gaslighting isn't real. There's no way you would have missed it only once. But there is a way you would have missed it only once, but it's almost as unlikely. What are you talking about? You're right in saying that the elevator couldn't have been on floor 5 initially if you heard it 3 times. This means that if it really had happened, it must have been on floors 1 or 2 at the start. As an example, it could have been on the second floor, and the first time it was used went to the 4th. Then, from the 4th, it went to the 2nd, and from the 2nd, it went to the 5th. Just now, what told us that the elevator had arrived was the button lighting up. We didn't hear any sound, so if it stops on your floor, you won't easily notice it. So Erina and Isla couldn't have noticed it at all, and Akro would only have had the chance to notice it when it went to the 5th.
And we wouldn't have heard it either when it stopped on ours.
Does Sai sound like a nerd emoji? From
It's
No,
either-
he's just Nagito.
No, like the way I voice acted, does he sound like a nerd emoji?
Hang on though, this doesn't explain anything. Nobody got off on my floor.
Yeah, I'm certain nobody got off on ours either. You were next to the partitions, keeping an eye on the elevator from a bit away. You might have missed the button lighting up, but not someone getting out.
Yeah, I get that. This means that whoever was inside the elevator didn't open the door when they came to a stop. And what would the purpose of doing that be? They're only alerting us that they're moving. I don't know. But understand that you are hearing the elevator 3 times confirms that someone moved the elevator before we began the search. That's confirming the presence of a 9th person. It couldn't have been on the 5th floor, right? It was on one of the first 2 floors. Why would the culprit move it like that when it's only telling us that they're here? Maybe that's what they want us to think. Sussy? Someone's lying here. Inferno?
I'm eating.
Don't eat. Simply
No.
stop eating. Never eat again.
Okay.
I will stitch
Okay.
your mouth shut with a needle.
But then I can't read the dialogue.
True.
I will make a second mouth in the back of your head.
That he can eat through.
He can-
You're right. Well, what do I do in this situation?
I found the loophole.
He is so good.
Maybe it really was on the 5th floor. It's not completely impossible.
I will replace every single one of your items in the fridge with, I don't know, what food do you dislike?
Not. I don't think I dislike anything.
Yeah, pineapple on pizza, you like that?
Oh my god, kill yourself.
I'm gonna replace everything with pineapple pizza on your fridge. You're never eating anything again.
You heard it 3 times. Sorry, and that put it below you. When we all came back here, the culprit got out and said it to the 5th before we called it. We wouldn't have heard it no matter where it was. It could also be that it moved 4 times and you missed 1. That solved everything easily, excluding who moved it, of course.
You know what I did? You know what I find to be the most likely scenario? That you're all deaf. These situations you're all presenting are ridiculous, so let me detail what really happened. When I entered the storeroom and found the Sekimeiya, the rest of you remained in this hallway, next to the elevator. Someone, probably Kate, must have called it here knowing it would be unnoticeable.
Excuse me, are you blaming me again for something that doesn't make sense?
Yes, it could have been Akuro, Atsuki, Shiroya, or anyone who later searched about me. There could have been a reason behind that. Did it give off the illusion that it was impossible for anyone above me to have used the elevator? I don't know. But this relies on you knowing that we'd separate through each floor, our positions, and that you'd hear the elevator and not follow it. Yes, which is very unlikely, right? It's also possible a hidden culprit moved it down before the search started, but the truth of the matter continues being that we looked through this entire building and found nobody else. The sound we heard is no confirmation of any. I'll continue. Once we were all set, Kate used the elevator. He first called up to the 6th floor. That was the first time I heard it. Then, he took it down. Nobody saw the elevator stopping on their floor. But that's fine if he stopped there, if he stopped here. I heard it 3 times no matter what had happened. So that means that it must have gone down at least once. Since Erna and Isla didn't see anyone coming out of the elevator, the times it went down must have been onto the crystal floor. Which, here's the thing, Zen.
Why
you
me?
remember earlier, we were like, you and I, Atsuki and Shiroya, were on like the 5th floor, right?
Yeah, we were making out.
We were true.
You're
And the
making out.
Kate Inferno Hellfire over here was on the 6th floor, right? And
Yep.
we were literally right next to the elevator when Kate came down from the stairs, and then we went down together. Do you remember that also? So if Kate
Yes.
really called the elevator up, we're literally right next to the elevator. Like, I don't know, Sai. Like, okay, let's say that hypothetically, the elevator just got like a lot more quiet all of a sudden, okay? And Sai just happened to be really close to the elevator, okay, at that time. Just magically. Well, we're literally right next to the elevator. So, I'd say we'd put hear it. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, but
man.
it's not. It wasn't on the 5th floor. He's disregarding the entire theory.
But he's saying.
So it has nothing.
Oh.
So it has nothing to do with us.
No, he first called up the 6th floor, he says here.
Okay, and then he took it down. So it started at somewhere less than 3 because he's on the 3rd, right?
No, I'm saying
So it
we
started at
would've
1 or
heard it.
2.
I don't know. I don't know what you mean
We
by this.
didn't hear it.
Yeah, I'm
What
saying,
do- what
why
do
didn't
you
he hear
mean?
anything? This makes no sense.
I don't know. Why didn't anybody else hear anything?
I think Sai is
That's what
making
we're
this
trying
up.
to. That's what we're trying to figure
Yeah.
out.
This is the
Just
dumb
read the
shit.
dialogue.
Just read the.
Fine, hold on. Okay, we're back.
Hold on.
I'll
We're
continue.
back.
Oh my
You read.
god, so bad.
Team Silva. What I'm trying to say is, sure, nobody else heard it, but we have like the most credibility out of anyone because we are literally right next to the elevator. Out of, like,
Just
the whole-
read the dialogue.
Shut up! I'm trying to do something. Okay. I'll continue. Once we were all set, Kate used the elevator. He first called it up to the 6th floor. That was the first time I heard it. Then, he took it down. Nobody saw the elevator moving on their floor, but that's fine if he stopped here. I heard it 3 times no matter what happened. So that means that it must have gone down at least once. Since Erna and Isla didn't see anyone coming out of the elevator, the times it went down must have been on the to the crystal floor. Afterward, Kate took it back up to the 6th. He knew it should have initially been on the 5th, so he sent it back there.
Alright, 7, I'm gonna gaslight you. You read one of the sentences wrong.
No. I'm not gonna
Yes, you
believe
did.
it. Which one?
You said no. Nobody saw the elevator. I think you said move on their floor, but that's fine if he stopped here. But it says nobody saw the elevator stopping.
Well, you read it for me, so it's fine.
I have the footage.
He has the footage. I don't believe you because I have the footage.
I also don't believe you.
I have the footage and the footage. If you catch my
Bro,
drift.
we are literally caught inside right now.
We are. Do you know what a prodigy means, Inferno?
Yes, I don't want to talk about it.
Why do you not want to talk about it? It's amazing.
We're playing a video game. See, this is why we are never gonna finish Sekimeiya.
We are not gonna finish this game. There is no way. Hey, welcome, guys, back to our Sekimeiya playthrough. It's episode 106. It's like a fucking
That's
Minecraft
not-
YouTuber. Episode 1497.
How did you guys not progress through this yet?
You just read it. I'm just fucking read it.
Okay. That's not all. That's not at all what happened, and I'm sure I would have noticed that the elevator wasn't only one floor below. This is how long it would take to arrive. I just can't wait to show you the security footage once this is all over to see your stupid face.
I also really don't believe we would have missed the elevator 3 times.
Shirley was right. It might have been a faint sound, but we were paying attention right next to it.
I agree. No way we have missed it.
All I can say is that we didn't hear anything, and that nobody stopped on the 2nd floor.
It's very clear, right? He's just making this up.
Source, Sai? Source?
Most likely, the elevator was where it should have been. After all, there's probably no inconsistency.
Just in case, all of you are hearing a test after we're out. At least one of you has to be lying, that's for sure.
According to what you heard, someone got off here, right?
Yes, and we know what the reason would be. We didn't lock the cabinet last time, so someone must have realized they had an easier way to the Sekimeiya.
Let's see if it's there then. If it's not, that'll give you some credibility.
Of course, we're in the front of the stairs, but there was no reason to hurry. Let's see what we find.
A 7
Oh.
go.
7 go.
That time, all of us went to the event room. We just looked through every single floor, and even though some things still didn't make sense, it felt pointless to guard the exit. We entered through hallway A. As soon as we set foot inside, the status of the Sekimeiya became apparent.
Egg. See? It's still here. Nobody came down at all. That's what I thought. You're just trying to have a bit too much fun.
That's true, but I did definitely hear the elevator, so I'm not sure what happened. They might have had another reason to come here.
Nah, I'm sorry, I'm talking to Rexy at the same time. I'm confused. Do you think it was one of us or someone we still haven't found?
Who fucking knows? If it was one of us, if it was one of us, it only could have been someone who searched above me who's still lying. If it was someone else, the way it could have happened is a very tight one. Unless someone is still working with the culprit, they would have had to be inside the elevator from the beginning. The elevator must have been below me and not where it had been left, but then the elevator movements became useless. You might be mistaken about the goal. Yes, if they wanted to come here, there was no reason to ever send this elevator up. It's not likely that the culprit wanted to remain on this floor, though. It's possible the elevator trips that you heard entailed going up to the attic. That'd be the only way they would feel safe, and it'd explain why nobody saw anyone getting out of the elevator. So the culprit was in the attic, which is why we didn't find him on any floor. From there, they called the empty elevator up, went down once, and finally went back to the attic again. Is that it? Maybe, but I have no idea what the purpose would be. They also would have sent it to the fifth again. It'd explain why we didn't find anyone, and nobody would have to be lying. You'd all still be deaf, and why would the culprit come here from the attic if they'd been here just minutes prior? They would have been who made the noise we heard, right?
This also sounds very risky. If anyone from below had left the elevator before they called it up, they could have made it to the attic without the need for the key.
My bad, guys. My bad, guy.
So bad.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy.
What's
guy.
lightning?
Oh yes. So creating a theory that doesn't involve any of us lying is very hard. And conveniently, we know of someone who's been lying from the very beginning.
Talking about yourself or Atsuki?
I'm not sure what to
Please.
think anymore. If the Sekimeiya is still here, there's no reason to come in such a risky manner. It's done.
Zemgo.
I actually don't know who it is.
Unfortunately,
I just made it up.
Unfortunately, even though I was allowed to reason things out with time travel in mind, it didn't make them any easier. The issue of the motive was just as hard to settle despite the fact that I could create even more theories.
It's to sprout seeds of doubt, everyone. It's to stop fucking Kate and Sai from kissing each other. That's the
True.
reason.
For example, I could suppose that the culprit had been inside the elevator on the crystal floor and had gone to the attic. Then, the same culprit had time traveled to the crystal floor. They'd want to go to the attic again, so they called the elevator and gone back up. It would have been very risky for them, but it was another way to justify the likely truth of being lied to. Sai looked at his watch and turned his wrist to show the time. It was 11:20, and right above it was, the date was also shown: 2011, 12:15.
It's been a pretty eventful couple of hours. I wonder will they be able to figure out everything before our time runs down.
Who cares about that? The police will investigate what happened a lot better than we can. We shouldn't keep overstepping this much.
They'll definitely question all of us. Not every camera works, so their understanding of what happens here will definitely depend heavily on our testimony.
Ilo, whose presence had greatly diminished over time, was mindlessly looking at the Sekimeiya through the glass. Her friend's prediction had been entirely incorrect, so upon seeing that her mood was wearing down, Erina made an attempt at comforting her with reassuring words. Right as the atmosphere had seemed to calm down a bit, something that we'd already lived through repeated itself.
More smoke?
Is Ilo gonna
Always,
touch
I'm
the
assuming.
Sekimeiya? What the hell was that?
I think it was a door closing again, but slightly quieter.
7 go.
We hadn't had time to rest. We knew that a foreign sound implied another long search if we didn't get results immediately. Since it hadn't come from close by, we didn't rush out like the previous time. Instead, Sai approached hallway A and opened the door. We can see the exit from hallway A. Splitting up appeared useless the last time and it only brought us more questions. So let's remain together while making sure the exit's being guarded. We all rushed to the right door for the last time because we'd all somewhat felt as though the sound had come from hallway B. However, the orientation of the last sound had been harder to discern.
Well, stay next to the stairs. Isla didn't object. She'd already understood the seriousness of it all. Then the procedure of opening every room started once again. Since the sound had been distant, it was very possible that the source was no longer on our floor. But we could increase our speed. As many rooms contained cabinets big enough to hide a human body.
Every door in the hallway was open and closed until all the rooms were acknowledged as empty. Since Aaron and Isla were by the stairs, we moved on to hallway B after Akra claimed the mechanical room was vacant too. We didn't grow complacent despite quickly running out of rooms. The previous time that same situation had hit us with a sudden dead body. The event room acting as the midpoint of the hallway still stored the Sekimeiya. If a culprit remained with us, they were trapped within the few last rooms.
Another death, maybe? I don't think it's gonna happen yet.
I don't think so.
However, nothing was found inside them. The room where Naomi had died, the last crystal room, the staff, and the cleaning room were all devoid of life.
At least 3 hours until the next murder. If there is one.
What is that? How does this keep happening? There must be someone else here.
Maybe it's a ghost?
A ghost, huh? That explains a lot.
Except for the existence of a ghost. It's been 2 times we've heard a noise, so it's clear a person has caused them. Alice's perspective was understandable. We were chasing behind someone who could vanish, make sounds without being seen, commit crimes in front of security cameras, and create uncountable questions.
Do we actually have to investigate upstairs again? Why don't we stop playing with the culprit and let the police handle this?
Because I'm not fond of that idea. They made a sound twice and then disappeared. They must be conscious of what they're doing. So let's go up again without splitting up. We'll leave the elevator open here so that they can't abuse it.
Wait. We're forgetting one place again.
Are we? Oh right, the bathrooms. That's true, and nobody could have left them yet.
The map indicated that the left door was the women's and the right one's the men's. We walked to them while Erina and Ayla kept blocking the access to other floors. Furia went ahead and opened the women's bathroom, where we all saw its emptiness. Then Sai grabbed the opposite knob and turned it to open its door. He seemed to be having trouble.
Oh no. I don't think I can open this.
What? Is the door locked?
It could be. You can lock it from the inside without a key. Are you sure it's locked? Try turning it the other.
Smartest man alive.
So he didn't even try. He was clearly sure it wouldn't open and started to think about the implications of what Kati had said.
There is someone inside?
I suppose there must be. Hey, open the door. You don't have any way to escape. They'd all seen what was behind that door. There was nothing that could serve as a way out, so even if someone intended to wait, the police would end up breaking the door down. So I crouched, trying to see through the lower gap of the door.
There's barely any space. I was hoping I could see shoes or signs of a person.
Can you open the door for us, Kate?
Now that you mention it, I might be able to. Holy shit, Kati contributing?
Holy,
Impossible.
rare.
There was a keyhole next to the doorknob, indicating that it was possible to unlock the door without the manual interlock.
There's a key that unlocks all the bathrooms. We're given it in case of accidents happen or someone locks itself inside for too long, but I've never used it.
Hopefully it works. Which can also mean that someone with the key could have unlocked them from the door from the outside.
Yes, it's not a guarantee that someone's still inside. Every employee should have a key. I'll go check if I can find one in the security room. I think I recall seeing it in the drawer.
Okay, we'll wait here. I would suggest picking up like a nearby chair at this point, just in case. You need like an improvised weapon.
Why doesn't just Atsura or whatever his name is just break the door? Yeah, no, not Atsura.
I highly doubt that a rich person's house would have such easily
Bro.
breakable doors.
Bro was thinking of Oscar from Guilty Gear.
True,
Yeah.
true. Well, it is how it is. What I'm saying is they should probably pick up like a chair or something nearby, as like an improvised weapon, maybe like a bottle, because they might end up needing it if the culprit does open the door. I mean, there's obviously not going to be anyone in there. We already know that, but that's what I would do in that situation. Just saying.
I'll bring this to the security room. I don't want it to stay here. Yazan?
What, me?
Yeah.
No, there's static coming from you.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Whose turn is it now?
It's still you.
Oh, it's still me. Okay.
Oh, it's still yours, yeah.
On his way, he grabbed his empty suitcase and disappeared with it. Taking it might have been a good idea, because it would make it harder for the culprit if they wanted to retrieve it at some point. So, if there's nobody inside, it'll mean that Naomi's killer likely took the bathroom key from her alongside the cabinets.
You didn't think Kati did it, right?
If I had to pick somebody, it'd be him. I wonder if he had the key on himself the whole time and will act as if he found it in the security room.
Didn't he ask earlier to search everyone for a key? We could have found it.
Yes, but at that point, if this door wasn't unlocked yet, doesn't want unlocked yet, he might have not known that it'd come to use it later. And even if we found it, we wouldn't have known his purpose, and he could have claimed it as his own.
But he couldn't have been the one to lock it, right? That must have been related to the sound we heard.
He definitely had a chance. It's likely someone above floor 3 took the elevator here, remember? Kate was on floor 6 and is the most likely person to have killed Nami. You just said that every employee is given this key, so whoever locked this door might have gotten it from somebody else. That's true, but everything keeps placing more and more suspicion on Kate. First, let's see if anyone's inside. If we don't find anyone, Kate will most likely suspect once again.
Why do you think so? If he locked this door, even if nobody's inside, he must have been trying to hide something. He wouldn't have told us how to unlock it.
Assuming he comes back with the key, the other possibility is that this was done by an unknown culprit he keeps escaping from us. So maybe they locked this door with the key they took from Nami for the sole purpose of making us lose time in front of an empty bathroom. Oh, it's the smell again.
Smell? Oh, you're right. It's faint, but I smell it too. The same as before.
Thank you, Zen, for also sniffing.
Yeah, thank you.
Really getting to the
Yep.
character.
Getting into act, you know.
It's called method acting.
Yeah.
You ever watched American Psycho, Inferno?
No.
Christian Bale was able to start sweating on command because he got into the character so much.
Real.
Apparently. I wouldn't know.
Real.
Is it real?
I'm talking about
Anyway.
the card scene specifically. It's fine, guys. Poland
I
guys
didn't-
here.
What if Aqua had something important to say, huh?
Never.
Yeah.
He would never have anything important to say.
That's true. You say that, but I don't think you ever fade away. I kept noticing it slightly as I looked through the rooms.
Hold on, I'm watching Subway Surfers. Okay, we're back.
Subway servers.
Akro speaking. Me.
Literally when any of the characters speak. Me.
Except for Kate. Yeah.
Anyway, Seven, this is you.
Okay. We all visibly smelled the air. I didn't notice it greatly, but it somewhat resembled the strange smell from before. Shortly, we spotted Kate coming from the hallway. As soon as he made eye contact with us, he showed us he had something in his hand. It was a silver key.
I was in some sort of shock the first time we noticed it, but I feel like we smelled this before.
Really? I don't feel that way at all.
I think it's this one.
It's not like any Naomi had.
Oh, of course not. It doesn't mean that her key must have been stolen, if that's what you're thinking. I don't think the employee would keep it on themselves with how rarely used it is.
Fine, just try to open the door. He is so pissed. Kate sighed and introduced the key into the little keyhole. Kate sighed and introduced the key into the defenseless keyhole.
Defenseless?
It turned, indicating that he'd picked up the correct one.
I must put the bowl
The
of
door
my
made
sword
a-
into
The door made an unlocking
Into-
sound. It turned out
Rinto Saka's defenseless.
Hear this out, here it comes. The door made an unlocking sound. Tosaka-san! And Kate proceeded to place his hand on the knob to timidly open it. That's the sound the door makes, by the way. It's like Shiro yelling.
It's like Shiro yelling.
He turned the door knob, it's like, Tosaka-san! Save us! Anyway, just fucking read, son.
I think Naomi's corpse is inside.
That would be really
Maybe?
funny.
Naomi's corpse traveled back in time and
Dead
she died
man
again.
walking.
Dead man walk. Once we saw what awaited inside, all of us stood stock still, failing to comprehend what we were even looking at.
Oh my
What the-
god, he was right!
I knew it.
It is
I knew
Naomi's
it. I
corpse!
knew it.
What the fuck?
This is impossible.
We all must have experienced a strong feeling of deja vu. On the floor of the men's bathroom lay Naomi's unmoving body, baby.
Okay, the culprit is a male. They would not enter the women's bathroom.
True.
It has to be a male, guys.
Instinctively, Erina ushered Ayla aside, but she had already seen what was in the room. Why the hell would anyone lock her body in here?
Wait, now we have a locked room mystery as
It's
well.
Omineko! It's an Omineko reference! Let's go!
Oh my god, shut up!
Without love, the truth cannot be seen.
Lock her body in. Didn't we just look at it a second ago?
Truth, as in Persona 4,
True.
is evasive.
Some
I-
facts.
Something that's not. That song sucks anyway.
No, it's good. Screw you.
Yeah, but pursuing my true source is way better.
Okay, but hear me out. Just because something is better doesn't mean the other is worse.
Yes, it
just
does.
because I'm better than you doesn't mean you suck, Inferno. You're still valid.
Aw, you're so sweet. I'm gonna kill you
Um,
later.
Smell me
She was.
later, nerd.
She was right. We had entered the room where she had died, and we had seen her. Or had we? Had we perhaps only seen the curtain that should have been over her? Everyone else was likely thinking the same, but Zai instructed us not to rush.
Hold on, we can't even see that room from here, so there's no point in running to it. There's no security camera in the bathroom, so we need to make sure we don't miss anything right now.
It felt like a pointless attempt, but I crashed to check Naomi's pulse like Sai had done the first time. I felt nothing. What are you doing? Did you think she might have revived?
No, but this is strange. There should be a bit of blood oozing from her, shouldn't there? But there's none. And the floor, it's completely clean.
What? You're right. There's no blood at all.
Because she was actually killed here, and the Sekimeiya or something, I don't know.
And the second, the second May did this.
The
Sekimeiya
Sekimeiya grew legs again, let's go. At least this confirms that the block wasn't set from the inside.
Oh.
Someone locked her in with the key. There's nothing else here. We need to check the other body. Who's this?
7.
Okay.
Me.
We all ran to the room before, except for Erna and Isla, who stayed guarding the bathrooms inside of the stairs. In hallway B, in front of the event room, Naomi had died. We'd left her body under a curtain to preserve her dignity. Sai forcibly opened the door. In very quick succession, another impossibility immediately appeared before us.
There's 2 Naomis?
The cloth sides have been tainted by blood, which was all around it. In the middle of the huge red circle was a bulge the size of a human.
It can't be. She's still here.
We couldn't form a response. Her body was still beneath the curtain.
I was right. It is parallel universes.
It appears Atsuki was correct. Something
What
very
did
out
you
of
say?
the ordinary is going on. Sai ran out
What
of
did you
breath
do?
at the end of a sentence. Not even he could easily fathom it. He approached the body gently and removed the curtain from it. The result was what we'd expected, yet it all seemed impossible. Naomi's dead body hadn't moved in the slightest. What the hell is this?
Thank you,
Kate,
Dante.
let's get this out of the way. Does Naomi have a fucking
That's
twin?
what I was saying. That's what I was saying.
Not that I know. I wasn't close enough to her.
A twin wouldn't explain this. Look here. Her suit had a
Her suit had a product label by its neck containing 4 numbers. 6332? Was it the same in the bathroom?
Yes, I saw it when I felt for her pulse. Is that just a model number of something?
It isn't. Those are individual product run numbers.
Then this is the exact same suit.
So, there's no doubt that Atsuki was telling the truth. The culprit must have used the Sekimeiya's power to do this.
The Sekimeiya really did do this!
Sekimeiya grew legs and stabbed Naomi? Damn.
True.
This is so crazy.
I'd believe it.
I would
Yeah.
believe it. It's
So
more
it is
likely
parallel
than
universe.
size theory so far.
So it is parallel universes not traveling back in time. I think.
I mean, traveling back in time is basically a parallel universe.
Yeah, technically.
Jesslyn.
Anyway, Zen, be your line.
Excuse me, the stream died.
I
We
agree.
did not hear anything, by the way. It's fine. The lag was fine.
No. I know he read it, it's just that he sounded like he was underwater.
It was like that kind of. Do you hear that? That's what it sounded
That's like a man did this.
The Sekimeiya did this.
Yes, of course.
He's like,
He's back. Anyway,
With this command seal, I order you, kill yourself, Lancer.
Lancer, shit yourself. Zen, do you remember the TGAI kill yourself business? With the muffled microphone yelling?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
great. The Sekimeiya was still in the cabinet, so they must have returned it there.
Alright, according to you guys, Sekimeiya made ASCII time trap. I would traveling through time lead into this.
We don't know how it works. There might be more to it than it first seemed. But just consider this. What would happen if you tried to make a dead body time travel? Normally, you'd think nothing would happen. But what if the dead body had actually traveled through time?
Yeah, the culprit might have made Naomi's body time travel by touching with the Sekimeiya.
Okay, but like, wouldn't they have to touch the Sekimeiya themselves to hand it over to the culprit? Hear me out, guys. Just so they would have to, like, touch it. You know, like those things like the cowboys make, like like the ropes. They took the Sekimeiya to those ropes and just like fucking use the rope to, like just carry it to Naomi's hand, and then just like deliberately left it there without touching it themselves and going back in
Or
time.
they could do the other way around by carrying Naomi's hand.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense actually. If they knew Naomi would appear in the bathroom, they could have locked it preemptively. If not, maybe they just moved the identical body inside and locked it. That must have been related to the noise we heard. An identical body. We should inspect it more thoroughly. We don't know what happened, but that other Naomi might hold something of importance.
We didn't have much else we could do to figure anything out, so we went back to the bathroom. Getter and Naomi hadn't moved.
Oh, I wonder why. Let me check.
I kept a good look outside to make sure he couldn't do anything in secret. All he did was check every pocket, and they were all empty.
Huh, she doesn't have any keys. Not even the keys that the other body had. So, that theory was probably wrong. If, by traveling, the culprit that created an identical body in the past, it would have had the same keys.
Yeah, if that's how it worked, I think so.
Couldn't the culprit just have taken them?
The game is actually kind of smart. It's
It's literally that easy.
no, it's asking questions that I'm asking in real life. I was just about to say the culprit could have just taken them and taken them. But why? They didn't take them from the original body.
Okay, Shiroya, what if none of these are the original body?
Ugh.
That could be the
This
case
is
too. That would be
this
kind
is
of
like
crazy. There are two more things that don't hold up. The clothes are the first. If Naomi's dead body traveled to the past, her clothes would have been stained with blood, just like they were at the time it traveled. And second, you all saw me vanish when I traveled, right? If the same thing happened to Naomi, the first body should have disappeared. Technically, with how little we knew, my point still could have been refuted. What if the replica of the body what if the replica of the body only takes into consideration the state of the body in the past? With the way I traveled, I couldn't be sure if my then present body had teleported into the past, or if the body I'd appeared in had been identical to how it'd been at that point I'd appeared. If Naomi had gone back to the past far enough, to the point before her death, her clothes might have been clean, even though she was alive at that point. If the body had been dead, she probably would have appeared dead in the past, otherwise she would have come back to life. It also implied that the body had been with us in the tower.
Okay.
It's a brainstorming session again. Atsuki moment. Let's see.
It is also implied that the body had been with us in the tower since before we'd found the first one, and had only been just shown to us. Given how we'd been unable to find the culprit, it couldn't be ruled out. Is there another way to make this work? I thought of a few things involving time travel, but now we have no other choice. There's nothing else that could begin to explain this. So my prior experience must be in some way related to the truth of what had happened. This body is dead, but there's no blood around it. Could it be that she appeared dead from the future and that's why no blood is anywhere? That her body is as it was when she was alive, yet her true state is from after her death?
The only other thing I can think of slightly contradicts my experience, but that sounds more believable if not for my own experience. I would only require the past to be changeable. I didn't possibly change anything when I traveled back in time, but that's not enough reason to think that's been possible. If Naomi traveled back in time when she was alive, two of them would exist in the past, and all the corporate would have had to do would have been to kill both of them. This sounds like a problem because fundamentally this should never be possible. It can be a paradox. By killing the Naomi who will travel to the past, you're making it impossible for the new one to be to exist. But I don't know if these kinds of paradoxes exist. What if Naomi's actions upon traveling made it impossible for her to initial self to travel? So it then would permanently exist at the same time, and us finding two dead bodies would work.
Hmm.
7.
Right, hold on. However, if this isn't a possible occurrence in our universe, I can't think of anything else. The mere fact that traveling makes your body instantly disappear means that, without paradoxes, two of the same person couldn't exist at once as corpses. To circumvent the paradox, I can think that perhaps a dead body can travel to the past and create a new dead body. This still hits the barrier of the new original body that should have disappeared as soon as it traveled, but it's not absolute. Maybe the first dead body will travel back in the future, and that's why it's still there. And on top of all this, there has to be a motive for all this to be happening. For a corporate to create this mess, to kill the same person twice, and for something with time travel powers to be publicly exposed in this place. Is it actually behind it?
Nobody had said anything in a while. We were all dumbfounded, staring at the impossible image.
His eyes moved.
His eyes move.
They did move.
They didn't move.
Yeah, this is a very important plot detail that'll be explained later
Yep.
on.
He is looking at our eyes right now. Hey, Atsuki, kiss me. He's like reflected.
Real.
We're like reflected in his eyes or something. That's interesting. She has a bump on the back of her head. It's similar to her other body, but blood's not coming out of this one. Is that so? Then this body isn't the same as the one she was alive, despite the lack of blood. Let's go test it. Let's try to understand how the Sekimeiya works.
Hey, stop!
Hold on. But Sai kept running toward the event room, housing what we believed to be the center of every mystery. None of us wanted to stop him. Instead, we ran behind him, forcing Kate to follow us.
Fair enough.
We entered the room at the same time and saw the Sekimeiya still in the cabinet.
It's good that we didn't lock this. Only a corporate has the key, so it only hurts us.
Sai, you'll get all of us in trouble.
What might get us in trouble is that the murderer is somewhere in this place. If something happens to the Sekimeiya, it will be their fault.
He proceeded to scroll open the glass and then took the Sekimeiya out. We stared at him as he held it in his hands. He kept a nonchalant face and there was no reaction.
Nothing?
Maybe I just cloned myself in the past. What's to know? I'm clearly still here, though.
7.
Without asking, he dropped it between my hands. It was really cold, and it didn't send me anywhere. Its color wasn't changing either. I don't understand it. Maybe the Sekimeiya didn't do anything, and something else is the actual cause of this phenomenon.
But it changed colors, right? Both when Atsuki touched it and when we put it here.
Let's keep it outside. We'll see if it happens again.
I won't allow that. I couldn't stop you from getting it out, but you only proved that the Sekimeiya isn't all related to what's going on. Put it back in.
Mind if I go poke Naomi's body with it first? Something could happen.
You're losing your mind. That'd be beyond disgraceful.
Kate took the Sekimeiya from my hands and put it in his cabinet. Oh, I might have realized something.
What is it?
It's not directly related to the Sekimeiya, but I just remembered something when you mentioned touching Naomi's body.
They all waited for me to continue and reveal something important, but I wasn't sure if I was right. Instead, I took off toward the room with the original body of Naomi.
He just grabbed the body
Yep.
and left the room, just dashed out.
No, he's going to the body.
Okay, with the original body, I was like, kind of sus.
No.
Inferno.
This me?
Yeah?
Oh, okay. I was followed and inside I kneeled beside the body and looked around it. What are you doing?
Good, it's still here.
I showed them the result of my successful search. The keyring we'd found in one of Naomi's pockets.
What about this? Do you know what they're for?
Oh, of course. The big one.
Yes, I think it might be the key to the attic. Are you serious? I am. We saw the keyhole upstairs, and it needed a big key like this one. The hole is also found inside the elevator, but you can't draw the shape of the key from it, so I understand why you didn't notice it. What do you say, Kate?
Honestly, I can't tell. He could be right, but I'm not sure why Naomi would have it.
We could have access to the attic, where the culprit might have been hiding all this time. I think this pose of Shiroya is really cute, by the way. With her mouth like slightly open where you can see her teeth.
I mean, I agree. Shuri's I think cute in general. But, you know, Sai, he is on a whole nother level, dude. He's the cutest. He's adorable. Not only that, if I'm right, we've had access for a while. We could have entered it during our last search. But I can't just think we would have easily had found the culprit. First, it would mean that the culprit has another key. Second, that they hid there knowing we had access to it. Third, that they didn't take this key from Naomi. And yet, the one for this cabinet was taken.
So maybe they don't care about us going to the attic.
This doesn't matter. Let's just go see if it's the right one.
I remember the key from
I think it's me.
Yes,
it's you.
no, it's
Yeah.
It's you.
seven. No, it's seven.
It was
because
7 just a second ago. Now it's me.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I forgot Alzheimer.
I removed the key from the set and was about to exit the room. That was until Shiroya made us aware of something.
Inferno, do you need to know your name?
What do you mean?
Do you want me to say your name?
Yes.
Inferno, Inferno, what's your name? So I can say it.
What?
You know.
What is my name actually? That's a good question.
Yeah, you're Joji Nakata, the voice actor of Kotomina Kire and Soul Bad Guy.
Yes.
Poland guy. Which would make sense because Georgie sounds like George.
Yes.
Anyway. Zen?
Is Akuro not here?
Yeah, I think you should be able to keep that much in your memory, it's fine.
Yeah.
7.
Huh?
No.
It's my turn now?
No, it's
Yes.
Inferno's.
Yeah.
I just read. Oh man,
But
what's up with him today, dude?
But it was my turn like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Oh my god. We looked around bewildered. I agree. She was right. After I looked around bewildered.
We looked around and me.
She was right. Akira wasn't with us.
You didn't read the word. Pronounce it.
Bewilderment.
Thank you. Also, you pronounce it
Very-
wrong. It's blah.
Just kill yourself.
Did he even come here?
We looked around hallway B, but it appeared empty. In front of us was the event room, which we could also see was empty through the door.
I wouldn't be surprised if he died.
Where the hell did he go?
Did he go on up
I
on
mean,
his
though he-
own? There's no way someone attacked him, right? It's hard to believe we wouldn't have heard anything, and restraining Akro must require some effort. This floor should have been empty too. We kept talking as we looked through the other hallway. Erna and Ilo were still next to the stairs, alone. Did we try to go to the attic before looking for him thoroughly? It's just great that someone disappeared as soon as we found our way in.
But he might be in danger.
If he is in danger, he will be even if we search for him. If he walked away by himself, he wouldn't allow us to find him so easily. And if the Corporate took him, we've already experienced being unable to find him so many times. This is the first time this situation arises and we have the access to the attic. So we should go there first. Afterward, we'll move down if we haven't found him. No, Akro must still be here. Let's look for him. Fine. He better have a very good reason if he's separated from us on purpose.
Do you really think he did?
As the incredibly...
Seven?
Isn't he incredibly...
Yeah? You keep saying, isn't he incredibly, and then stop.
He doesn't get it. He doesn't know.
What?
Zen, do you have Discord Nitro, right? You can play the sound effects.
Mhm.
Do it, please.
Yeah, what do you want me to play?
I want you to play the Among Us Iron.
Why?
Just
Hold
do
on.
it.
Oh,
On
why?
Discord, on Discord sound
Go.
for it.
Uh,
Alright, I wasn't looking at the screen right. Now I get it.
Of course you weren't. You never do.
Go.
Got him. Did you do it?
I'm gonna do it when you go.
Okay. Isn't he incredibly suspicious? He's been cooperating, but he's felt out of place from the beginning. He showed no interest in anything going on here. But he got trapped because he'd arrived so early. Aren't you in the same position? No, but you are. I came here out of curiosity. Regardless, Hallway B was empty when we entered Naomi's room. If a corporate took him by surprise, they would have had to come from behind to not be seen. Unless you want to say that maybe they materialized right behind Akuro, it's very dubious that this happened. We looked through this entire floor a little while ago.
The Sekimeiya is still here. What other reason could he have to vanish like that?
I don't know. To make us waste time? Isn't that what the corporate has been doing from the very beginning?
I
What is this? I
think
this
this
is you,
is... No.
It's you.
No.
It's
I'm
literally
gonna
what Zen
read
just
it.
read like 2 seconds ago.
No.
I don't remember reading. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I was making it up, sorry guys.
I'm gonna read the footage, but I'm gonna say it's Zen right now.
I'll do it. Yeah.
Okay, sure. I
You
just want
explain
to
what had
fully
happened.
Inferno. Oh, sorry guys. Anyway, you can read it then.
We explained what had happened to Aaron and Isla while Sai called the elevator. It was still on our floor, so it probably hadn't been used. If it had, though, we wouldn't have heard it. So we couldn't be sure. Aaron and Isla would have just had to miss the button lighting up for a couple of seconds. He suddenly disappeared. Nobody could have gone up.
Lend me the key, Aski. I want to see if it fits. That's what she said. Here.
I gave him the big brown key that I
That's
detached
what
from a
he
keyring.
said. That's
Sai
what
took
he
it
said.
and attempted to insert it in a keyhole inside the elevator.
Too perfect, Daniel. You were correct.
Oh
It's
god,
this
too
one.
close.
As he turned it, the 7th button lit up, indicating it had become available. Bless you.
Thank you. Oh my god. Seriously? That's very strange. Bro, I don't like it. I don't like how close they are.
They kissed.
They can't.
Guys, he's doing the rock! Look at those eyebrows.
Yeah,
I'm not sure you understand how restricted that place is. I'm not certain we should even go.
Oh, we will go. But first, we'll see if we can find Akuro here. Also, corporate must have another key to the attic, given they left this one to Naomi.
But first, kiss.
I think this is you,
It's
Inferno.
7, this
Yeah.
is you.
Oh,
Me
it's
when I
you. I
lie.
just read.
Me when I
Oh,
lie.
You and I lost.
Just read it for now.
Okay. Once I took the key out, the lights right the button turned off. Then he handed it back to me. As I put it in my pocket, he started closing the elevator door very slowly and let go of it before it even fully closed. By doing so, he created a small gap between the door and the elevator.
Good. This works. We can keep it open like this without the need of blocking it with an object. Later, if we do do a thorough search, we'll be able to do it so nobody can call it. Since Akro can only be here, let's quickly see if we can see him. Then, our priority is looking for something important to the attic. Okay, hear me out. There's a very easy solution to this whole elevator problem. It's when the alarm first closed, I don't know if you guys remember this, right? But when the alarm first closed, the elevator did not work. However, Kate was able to unlock them himself. If you guys remember that. He was able to turn them back on, the elevators. So what if he went back to this fucking panel and like closed them back? Do you think you can do that? I think that would be very convenient. We would not have the elevator dispute anymore. Please do that, Kate. Thank you.
Your mom.
Okay. Anyway. Read Inferno.
Oh my god, I was just about to read. He closed
Read
the
it,
elevator
Prano.
again. Oh my god. Say read again one more time, I'm leaving. Okay. We got used to the crystal floor searches, so it didn't feel like. Oh my god! Gaslighting isn't real, Seven. So it
It
didn't feel
is
like
kind
an
of funny
imposing
though.
task anymore. Yeah, but gaslighting isn't real. Aaron and Isla remained where they'd been while the rest of us chose individual rooms to look through, including the bathrooms and the mechanical room.
Hmm. Like electrical? Like Among Us?
I was like, Among Us. Every single one of them was empty, so we reunited by the stairs.
Inferno, check the chat.
I'm not watching on Twitch.
No, I'm talking about Discord chat, you bozo.
Oh. read, white boy, read.
Go, white boy, go! Either Akro managed to disappear or the culprit managed to make him disappear. The Sekimeiya didn't work for us earlier, so this is getting very confusing. I'm not sure what Akro has to do with this, but for now, let's go up. All of us can't be in the elevator at the same time, so let's walk up and enter through the main door. It'd better to be together, holding hands. I agree. Who is this?
7, this is you.
I think this is Inferno, guys.
Have him go.
Without wasting time, we moved through the floors to get to the 6. It was weird to see that Akro wasn't walking with us. Naomi's second appearance eclipsed the strangeness of his disappearance, but it was also something that I couldn't even begin to understand. I have no clue what's going on either, actually, it's fine. The Sekimeiya didn't work for us earlier, so this is getting very confusing. Oh, okay. Sai had implied that the Sekimeiya must have caused Akro's disappearance, but there was an important discrepancy. It had been shut behind the class. That meant that it couldn't only work the way we thought.
You had been shot by the glass and it's like a spun glass?
No way. What if it needs to be a spinning glass?
Yeah, when
to
you
work?
spin the glass, the Sekimeiya starts running.
Yeah.
It's like a man starts running.
Like he
He
grows
grows
legs and then starts running.
Yeah,
Sekimeiya.
he grows little legs.
Guys, the egg is gonna hatch and it's gonna be Kate inside the egg.
Yep.
That's
True.
the end of the game. Oh, I didn't see this door. It's my first time looking at it too. It looks sturdy. No way we'd be opening it without a key.
They all
Nice,
looked
you,
at me.
Inferno.
They all
Oh my
looked at me. I took the key out of my pocket and inserted it into the keyhole. I'd been half expecting something to go wrong, but I was able to smoothly turn it and unlock the door to the mysterious attic. Sai quickly dragged the door open. There were narrow staircases leading upward that obligated us to form a line.
And we saw another Naomi corpse.
Pretty dark.
Do we need to go?
These stairs are like this because there's no room directly above us. They had to link this door to the closest room. It wasn't an easy task, and there wasn't much space to make a wider staircase.
How do you know so much about this?
He works here.
I mean, he can only see these like places through the cameras, right? He can't physically go there himself.
No, he works here. He probably was here when it was constructed.
You think? I mean, I guess he's old. He might have been like in here day one. Me,
Literally.
one employee of the Ashia family, best left
I
eye.
need, bro. Just saying, I need some Subway Surfers gameplay right now.
I mean,
Yeah,
hold on,
turn that shit on.
turn that shit on. I'm staring at the guys. Look at the stream.
Okay, you saw the attic earlier to the cameras. It's
Bro.
a very tight. Yeah, 7.
This game is fire. Hold on, he just restarted the game. Why is
It's a
he
very
still
tidy-
using the default ass main character, bro? Use someone else. What the heck? It's just so
It's a
long.
very tidy floor in the layout of a normal household. It's not many people can access it. They didn't bother making a more pleasant entry.
But won't we get in trouble for going in?
They might. I would advise you not to keep going. It's a very restricted area, and I doubt Asha will understand our circumstances deem it necessary. Sai, yeah, that's me. Sai, who was in front, kept walking up. The rest of us followed him and shortly saw that stairs didn't continue for very long. We easily reached the top and found another door on our left.
Happened.
The space above us wasn't big enough for all of us, so Erna and Nyla could barely see it. Sai grabbed the old-looking handle and realized that the door was slightly open. Then, he pushed it open to the last barrier that kept us from seeing what we were up against. A rusty sound creaked out as the door slowly opened. Sai had put unusual strength into it, as it kept getting stuck on the floor. Once he'd won his battle, I was able to see what was past it.
Sen? Sen's
It looked like an old living room, and not all Japanese styled. A sofa with a suitcase on it quickly came into view, along with a few lamps hanging from the ceiling. I could see 2 or more doors in the corner of the room, and as I kept scoping it thoroughly, I questioned why Sai hadn't yet moved.
Wait up, look at the floor.
I took it as if he had been talking to me because I was the one with the best view inside. As soon as he pointed it out, I understood what he'd been looking at.
There was someone
He's-
here.
What?
Yeah, there are footprints on the floor. Someone must have been here. The entire floor was covered by a huge blue carpet, and any steps someone took on it would remain visible thanks to its thickness. Over time, they would become harder and harder to spot until they disappear altogether. That would have to mean that someone stepped there recently.
Someone must have been here. Yes, this has to be why we couldn't find the culprit. The second Naomi didn't have a keyring. It's very possible that they still have an easy... The second Naomi didn't have a keyring, so it's very possible that they still have an easy access to this place. This isn't exactly what I meant, though. Huh? Don't you see it? These footprints don't make sense. Nobody could have entered through this door.
Took me a while to see where they... what? It took me a while to see why he said that, since there were footprints right next to the door. The key to that statement was the origin of them.
Wait, you're right. How did this happen?
Against the wall before us was a red sofa. In front of it, the footprints began and walked up to the door Sai had opened. From there, they headed towards another door.
I'm not sure what to gather from this, but once we enter, these footprints will fade away and merge with ours. So, let's not disrupt the rightmost part of the room yet. Once I entered, I was free to do as well. And the people behind me also made it their way into what seemed to be the living room.
Next to the sofa was a modest table, and in front of it was a shelf supporting an old but large CRT television.
What the hell is this doing here?
Dear Asia building residents, I want to play a game.
He was talking about the suitcase, and it looked like the one he'd taken from hallway C minutes prior. It couldn't have somehow moved to the attic ahead of us since we hadn't heard the elevator. That meant it was an entirely different suitcase.
It's empty too, and it looks like the one downstairs. It's exactly the same suitcase.
The same one? Literally? Or do you mean the same model?
Probably the same model, but honestly, I can't be sure. Naomi's body appeared twice, so this still could be the exact same suitcase depending on what happened. Huh, look, it also has faint traces of smoke.
They not belong to the people who work here. Do they not belong to the people who work here, Kate? There's no way two big suitcases like these were snuck into the tower, right?
There three, in fact. One more was being carried by the person holding the stolen gemstones, and no, I don't recognize it at all. More importantly, what is it doing here? I looked around me. Nowhere did I see any security cameras, and maybe how I hadn't seen the living room through the monitors. I was sure that one of us would have noticed the suitcase otherwise, and perhaps even the person who had been hiding.
Honestly, I have no idea. I'm not sure why they bring it this here, no matter what its contents were. If they wanted to leave it behind, they could have done so downstairs, which is what we thought they did.
Right? What's the point of leaving one of the crystal floor and another one here?
Whatever it is, it's less strange than the footprints we walked over. Atsuki and Shiroya realized it. The footprints started right in front of the suitcase, moved towards the staircase, and not to that door over there. What's past it?
That door leads to the hallway. From it, you can access the elevator and the bedrooms. The other door you see leads to the kitchen, which is also connected to the hallway. But I see what you mean. If no more footprints exist, they couldn't begin by the sofa.
Okay, I have a real question for you guys.
Yeah.
Do you guys know what happens at the end of this game or something? Did you guys like get spoiled by anything yet?
Nope, nothing.
You know, completely blind so far.
Yep.
Inferno, how about you?
What?
Are you blind? Did you like find any spoilers online about this game?
No.
Nothing. You don't know anything.
I don't know anything.
Okay, great. So nobody got cooked. Great news. I have not looked up anything, so I am also fine. I just got curious. Well, no, they could. If someone spent a few hours on the sofa, the next time they walked around, their previous footprints would have faded away. So it would look as if the starting point had been the sofa itself. They could have also come from the kitchen, but they must have jumped on the sofa to not leave footprints, which sounds bizarre.
I have no idea.
Inferno,
7
you-
go. No, 7.
Fine. Sigh. Careful to not to step on the pre-existing footprints. Open the door to the kitchen. The floor here is different. We won't be able to know if anyone came from the kitchen. Now, do we check everyone's shoes?
What?
Erna feet? Sai feet! Akuro feet! Kate feet. Why do you think I preserved a few of these? Naturally, to check if one of us is the same how one of us has been here already. Nami's killer would have had a way with this with the same key we used, or this one that the other Nami might have had. These are barely recognizable though. We not be able to compare them though. That's fine. The size itself should be enough. Strangely, nobody should have been able to enter this place through the stairs we just came from, because no footprints start here, start there. Zen?
Sai opened the remaining door.
Look, this hallway has a wooden floor too. I can see the elevator right there. Using it, anyone could have come up from here if they had the key. Inferno?
That's not a... I know. That sounded right. Our own footprints were still very much visible, telling us that they wouldn't fade too fast. The door had gotten stuck on the floor when Sai tried to open it. The markings from that were still on the carpet. However, we had no way to tell if it had been opened earlier. There was no way to jump to the sofa from the staircase, so accepting Saya's claim was reasonable. I looked up to see if I could notice the ceiling.
I'm sorry.
Uh, ceiling. So I could see I noticed the ceiling open to drop from, but I didn't spot anything. Before I agree with him, though, I recall how we could have been up against a sly culprit who was trying to mislead and bait us to avoid being forced. As the disappearing Gakuro had said, it felt as if they had been taunting us at times. So, actually, no, this should not be me. This should be Seven.
No, it's you.
No, I see you.
No.
You already.
Just read, dude.
Okay, but you read twice.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
So if their intention was to play with our reasoning again, they could have been to make us think that the main door had been used and that the elevator must have been the only method of entering.
The key behind us was the state that the footprints were in. They'd clearly been in there for a while, so it wasn't simple to determine the way they were facing. Even though we'd all interpreted that the sofa had to be the starting point, that definitely wasn't the case. To trick us, the culprit could have consciously walked from the door to the sofa. From there, making it to the kitchen without stepping on the floor again seemed easy, and they could have gone around the room or out through the hallway, to exit through the main door. It sounded over the top, and it implied that they left the suitcase so that we would find it, but we still had to ask ourselves an important question. Why had the culprit left the key to the attic in Naomi's pocket when they had removed the key for the Sekimeiya's cabinet? If they hadn't known that we were going to look at the room, they might have prepared something like that. However, I couldn't think of a goal, as the fact that they hadn't come from the main door didn't seem to contradict anything yet.
The more I stared at the footprints, the more I doubted whether they could have been facing the way I was thinking. I wasn't sure anymore, but I was confident that only one pair of shoes had left them. If they could have been backward though, there were more arrangements. Perhaps they'd entered from the staircase, had gone to the hallway to use the elevator down, and had quickly returned from the staircase to walk to the sofa.
Well, are you gonna show me your shoes, or will you make me compare your footprints? Look, mine are a little bigger, you see? It's very simple. So, a twink like Sai, but he's like fucking 5 foot, he's like 5'4" or something, right? He has bigger shoe sizes than the culprit shoes over here. So is it natural to assume that the culprit is a woman?
Maybe.
I don't think anyone here has baby legs. Akuro is pretty big and manly. Kate, I imagine, is. Atsuki should probably have like an average sized shoe. So it's gotta be a woman, guys. Trust. I would know all about feet.
Should we stop here? It's 12.
Okay,
It is.
let's finish this page and then we'll see. Also, we have been playing less and less each session. What the heck? It's an hour and 30 minutes this time.
No, that was the same as last time.
Yeah, that's the same as last time.
Oh, okay, good. Maybe then I have Alzheimer's.
You do.
Okay.
Fine, here. I know you're still suspecting me, but you must admit that mine are also considerably bigger. What the fuck? Kati has big feet?
Big ass feet. Number 42.
Number 13. Burger King Kati lettuce.
The last thing you'd want in your Burger King meal is Kate's foot fungus, unless you're in Inferno Hellfire.
True.
Who did you steal those from? I'm not used to ruling you out so quickly, that's all. Unfortunately, we can't really look into Akros for the moment. But I'm sure they'd be bigger too.
Okay, but who has the bigger feet?
Atsuki, you're next on the
Akuro or
suspicious
Kati?
And I just let you know about the attic key? Just show me your shoes. I'm pretty lost when it comes to the intentions of the culprit anyway.
I looked at them and once again there was no match.
Sure, oh yeah.
You said
You said you were gonna stop.
Oh fine, we'll stop. But come on! He had a conspicuous look on his face. The shoes match Shirio's, guys, come on.
We'll
gotta
we'll
see
figure
it.
it
We
out
gotta see
tomorrow.
this.
It'll be something for us to
Look forward
look
to.
Not-
forward to. Yes.
Not tomorrow. I cannot make it
Not
tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah, the
okay.
day
Next
after.
week.
Next week.
No, the
Next
day
month.
after tomorrow.
Okay, guys. In 10 years, when we finally meet again, we'll we'll play this one page, and then 10 years later, we'll play another page. It'll be very.
No,
fun.
I actually like this game. It's actually getting very good now.
I agree. It is a pretty good game. It took some damn fucking time. However, that is fine. Because all visual novels like taking their damn fucking time getting good. Anyway, do you guys want to watch some Subway Surfers before we say goodbye to the stream?
No, no.
Yes.
I hate Subway Surfers now.
What
Why?
do you mean?
It's Subway Surfers.
Do I
Wait.
put Family Guy next time?
Yeah.
Yeah, we-
Guys, the next time we play
we
Raise
should-
a Peter, let's just like record it. I'll like record it, and then we'll just like put
But
that
we're
gameplay there.
we're done with Razor Peter.
We're not gonna get any of the other endings.
And that's pretty much all of them that we got.
Okay, fair enough. Then I'll put
Okay, but-
Donkey's video or something. I don't know.
Okay, but what about the achievements?
What, do you want to go like max out our money so we can get like the plants?
Oh yeah, my favorite. Less time to save 70 million money for the last plant pot. Obviously.
Yeah.
We're not
Okay, let's
doing
do
that.
it. Let's do it.
We're not fucking doing that.
Let's do
We're
it.
not doing. We're not doing
I
it
would
right
rather
now.
start over all of Sekimeiya than do that.
No, you wouldn't.
I would.
No, you wouldn't.
Anyway, Seven, did you stop the stream?
I did not.
Oh my god, he's so bad.
Do you want to say something racist? Go on.
Yes. Not to be racist or anything, but
You know, Kate's culture is quite terrible. Just saying. I have no respect for it. Anyway,
all I have to say is Kate feet.
Kate
feet.
feet.
He has
I really
some
can't
big-ass
believe this
feet.
game. I really can't believe this game turned into a foot fetish game all of a sudden. To be honest.
Yeah, I know, right? Sai was like, mine's bigger. Fucking romantic music starts playing. Atsuki, wanna see my feet prints? Okay. I'm gonna stop recording now before this gets even more cursed. 3, 2, 5.